What's going on? MbDub here, bringing you a brand new career mode series called The Come Up, and this is a series that I believe has never been attempted before here on YouTube. But it was inspired by managers such as José Mourinho, guys that travel from team to team trying to win the Champions League. We will be starting as the manager for a particular team in which I will reveal to you guys very shortly. But our goal is to work our way to managing better and better teams as time goes on. And the ultimate goal is to win the Champions League. The rules of this series are that we can only move teams during the winter transfer window or after the season is over, which is typically in the summer. Also, I can only manage a team for a maximum of 2 years. Other things that I will keep in mind are that I should leave any team that I manage better than when I arrived. Also, I will try to abide by my short-term goals such as winning a league title or cup. I expect this to be a very long journey as we're going to be managing the worst team in FIFA 16, and that team is Drogheda United. They are not good at all, and their finances are struggling as they don't have much to work with. They can't really bring any new players in that are good because they can't sign them. But other than that, they do play in a very weak league, which makes a league title somewhat doable. But we will be playing on Legendary as always, and I'm excited to get right into this and see where this series will lead us. Our preseason tournament could give us an opportunity to triple our transfer budget as we only have about $550,000 right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Invitational Cup and hope that we can win it through simulation. I am going to head over to our objectives and see what they expect out of us this year, and I'm assuming they're not going to be very high. And as you see, our primary objective is to avoid finishing in the bottom part of our league, which is very doable, and reach the semi-final of our domestic cup. Both of those not bad at all. And I'll go ahead and look at our squad report now and give you guys a quick look at our team. And as we see, there's really not much going on for us. We'll scroll through pretty quickly and see if there's any players that stand out. Actually, Mulvena stands out a lot. At least we have a forward that is very, very fast. And that will be useful as I'm assuming this whole league is pretty slow. And the rest of our team just does not look good at all. I mean, all these guys are near the low 50s, high 40s, really knowing much. And like, it's also a very small team. So, I mean, we have a lot of building to do if we want to be competitive here. But, man, I just really don't know what to say. I've never seen a team this bad. Here's a look at our projected starting 11 as well as the formation in which we'll run. And we'll be playing in a 4-2-3-1 because we do have very good center mids, and I want to focus on that area of the field. We'll play Mulvena up top. He's short, 5'5", but he's very pacey, so he'll provide a lot of opportunities as long as we can get the ball through to him. And Thornton will be key to getting these through balls. He is our best all-around player on our team. At 58 overall, he's also a good free kick taker, so I'm excited to have him on the team, and I'll really build around him. To the wings, we have Brennan and Daly, who both have pretty decent pace and should be getting up and down the field pretty well. And our defensive mids are what I think are really good. They're both, for 55 overall, I never thought they'd be really good. I never thought I would say that, to be exact. But Bailey and Maher provide pretty good two-way options as they can play pretty good defense as well as get up the field and create opportunities. Our back line is honestly mediocre. We have decent right back. We have O'Reilly and Buckley at center back and Gorman out left, who's actually pretty pacey, and I'll double check. Relatively pacey, 64 sprint speed, which is pretty good for this team. And lastly, we have Conley in the goal, an 18-year-old goalkeeper that's honestly not very good. And we'll take a look at his stats. I mean, look at these goalkeeping stats. He barely can get over 50 in a couple of these categories. I mean, we need a better keeper than that if we want to be competitive, because I'm afraid Conley might let go some cheap goals. But our bench is pretty decent. We have some good attacking options here with Whelan and Donnelly and a couple defensive pieces. But all in all, we're just not deep at all. As we take a look down here, we really need to improve our depth, as well as maybe look into getting a keeper, possibly a defender, and maybe an outside winger. Since we will be moving around from team to team as this series goes on, I will not be showing you guys all the training. Instead, I'll let you guys know when players do go up in overall and show you guys the player progression. It's really not important to show you guys every training session that we do, but believe in me, I'll make sure that I will train them every time I can so that we can put the best possible players on the field. Taking a look at our funds, we do have more than I initially thought. We have $880,000 in transfer budget and $2,000 in new wages. So we have enough to get a couple players that will add a lot to our team. I'll have to make sure I invest wisely because every purchase that we make will be crucial because we don't have much money to really buy other players. I mean, if we spend half of our budget on a player, he better pay off. That's all I gotta say. So I'll be sure to do a lot of scouting and make sure I'm getting the right guys. I believe that it would be dumb as hell to sell any of these players that we have right now because we only have 23 on our team. We roster 18, so we only have 5 on our reserves. There's no need to sell players unless a team is willing to pay a lot more than they're worth. But if a team does that, I'll go ahead and probably take it. We'll focus on building around the team we have now and bringing in players that are better. Maybe younger players that can grow a little bit more, or players that have a lot of pace and can really get down the field. I went ahead and added 5 free agents to our short list. I think free agency is the way to go because we don't have to pay for any transfer fee. It's all just wages. And there's a couple players on this free agent list that I believe will be some of the better players on our team. Honestly, you can't get much worse than what we have now, so I believe this is the most efficient way to get players. And to start, I did shortlist a goalkeeper, a right back, 2 center backs, and then a left mid. I think those are our positions that we need the most work in, but I'll wait to hear back from them to show you some more about these players. But from their ranges, they look to be pretty promising, so I'm excited to see what overall they're at and how much we can get them for. Our first simulation match is against Bray, and hopefully we can get a win here. We can get pretty good prize money out of this, so I'm always excited to play these games. But we'll see how we do. I don't know anything about Bray, but I do know we're the worst team in FIFA, so more than likely we won't win. But I'm always optimistic ahead of these. As you see, nothing much is happening so far. And I'll just go ahead and quick sim this, as I really don't care. Brennan scores, so we tie 1-1. I'll take that. Our scouts just got back with their reports for our free agent players. And as you see, Stefan Marinovic is a 59 overall goalkeeper. His goalkeeping traits are pretty good. It's definitely better than what we have now. So I'm going to go ahead and sign him. He is from New Zealand, standing at about 6'3", 6'4", and wage budget of 2.25 is not bad at all. So we'll give him 4 years and make him an important first team player. I'll go ahead and submit that offer. We got to be wary of how much money we're spending as well, because we probably will not have enough for all these players. Next player is Pritam Kotal. I think he's a right back from India, and I'll go ahead and sign him as well. His physical traits are very good, so we'll get him on our team ASAP, as we really do need a right back. He's 2.25 as well, which is not bad at all. We'll give him important first team as well. We'll go ahead and give all these players important first team unless they ask for that crucial role. The last player that I want to make sure we do get in this team is the left mid, Lulrinda Ralt. I'll just call him Ralt, and he does have very good physical traits. Let's take a closer look at him. Look at that pace, and he does have 4-star skill moves as well. This guy could be a stud on our team at 61 overall, so I'll be sure to sign him as well. And he'll probably cost a bit more. Yep, he's 7,000 in wages, but I'm definitely willing to pay that to get him aboard. And we'll give him crucial first team player because he probably will be our key player going forward. I'm going to go ahead and wait on these center backs simply because we probably don't have enough to sign them right now, and they're not the players that we really do need at this moment. But if we get money from the preseason tournament, I'll be sure to spend it on both Tolba and Straith. We'll now get into our second simulated game of the Invitational Cup, and we're playing against Sandefjord. And they did win their first game against Derry City, meaning that they're in first place with 3 points. So this probably will be a pretty tough game. But there's only one way to find out, and that is to get it over with. And I'll go ahead and skip through this, and we tie again 1-1. I'm definitely okay with that. So I heard back from all of these players that I gave contracts to, and they all declined it for different reasons. First of all, Ralt says he does not want to relocate, which makes absolutely no sense because he's not even really playing right now. I mean, he's a free agent, so we'll go ahead and entice him with a little bit of cash. We'll go 10,000 in wages. That's about what I'm willing to pay for him, and give him the crucial first team role and see what he says about that. The other two wanted a larger role, so I'll have to give them a crucial role as well. Keep it at 2.25, and we'll give him crucial. As well as, I believe the keeper wanted that as well. I'll double check. Yes, he did want a bigger role, so we'll do the same for him. Give him a 2.25, 4 years with that crucial role. So hopefully they do accept these. Our last match of the Invitational Cup is against Derry City, and they haven't won a game yet, so this is definitely the most winnable game we have ahead of us, as the other two teams have 4 points right now, and we have 2 points. So regardless, this is a must-win game. We still might not advance, but if we do win it, we have a pretty good chance of advancing, so we'll get right into it. And I'll go ahead and skip through it all so you guys can get to the result. And we do win 2-1. Donnelly scores 2 goals. And it's kind of weird that he's a striker and is number 2, but I guess that's a little bit cool. But good job by him, and we probably will advance. And I'll go ahead and check out so you guys can see if we advanced. And yep, we did advance. We'll take a look at it. We're playing Morecombe in the semis. And on the other side, it looks like there's like Accrington and that other team that we played earlier. Hell yeah, we got some cash, baby. Look at that, 205,000. That will be good to work with, and maybe we'll have the opportunity to sign either one of the center backs, but hopefully we get both of them. That's definitely what I want. Once again, we hear back from these 3 free agents, and this time we had 2 of them to accept. One of them is the winger. We're gonna get him for 10,000 in wages, which is kind of a lot, but I think it'll be well worth it. And we could sign another player, and that is the right back, Kotal. And we'll get him for a pretty cheap price. Unfortunately, the keeper wanted more budget, I think, possibly. We'll check. He did not want to relocate because he settled where he is. So I'm not sure if we can get him for more money, but we'll go ahead and try that out. We will raise the offer to 4,000 in wages. And hopefully he does respond accepting this, but we'll find out soon, keeping with the crucial first team player role. It should be good enough, we'll see. One thing that I have noticed about our roster is that our players get tired very quickly. We have to rotate them a lot. I mean, throughout these past like 3-4 games, players have been different every single game because their stamina is just not there. But we'll find out how that works out during the season when we start playing games. However, we do add Ralt and Kotal into the starting 11. Ralt is wearing the number 7 jersey, which is very rightful because he's a skilled player and has those 4-star skill moves, very quick as well, so he will play that Cristiano Ronaldo role, I'd like to say, on this team. Although that's a very bold comparison, I'm going to go ahead and make it. But we'll get right into this match, and hopefully we advance in the Invitational Cup. That get us a little bit more budget, but we'll go ahead and skip through this. And somehow we do win 1-0. I don't know how we're doing it, guys. As you see, we do have some more transfer budget from this tournament, getting us about $350,000 or so to work with. That's very big going into the future because we can sign a couple more free agents with this money. So we just heard back from our goalkeeper, Stefan Marinovic, and he's going to go ahead and accept our offer. I'm going to accept that in a heartbeat as we do gain a quality keeper on our side now. And I finally think we do have a team that can go for the league title. The championship of the Invitational Cup will be a rematch against Sandford, and I went ahead and put out our strongest possible lineup. Hopefully we get through this game with a win. We'd win quite a significant chunk of money with it. And I'll go ahead and skip through it as we get an early goal, but we do tie 1-1, winning 5-4 on penalty kicks. That's a big time win, and that's about as close as it gets. After winning our preseason tournament, we do get about $400,000 more transfer budget. And we also have a player injured for 3 weeks. This is Buckley, our center back. So he should be back by the beginning of the season, but you never know with these injuries. After that big tournament win, we do have enough money now to sign possibly both of these center backs. To start, there's Hamad Tolba, who is from Egypt. And he's 34 years old, but his physical traits still look very good. And his stand tackle is at 75, so he'd add a lot to this team at 64 overall. We'll go ahead and approach to sign him, and he'll be a little bit costly. Hopefully we get him for $7,000, but we'll sign him for a year contract at a crucial first team player squad role and see what that comes out to. The other player is a Canadian. He is Adam Straith, 24 years old and 63 overall with 83 strength. He's the type of player we need in the back line, standing at 6'2". So we'll go ahead and approach to sign him as well. He will as well cost $7,000 in wages. We'll give him 3 years with that crucial first team player role. and hopefully he signs as well. These two players will add a lot to our team. The two center backs have just gotten back with me, and Adam Strength went ahead and declined his offer. He's not interested in relocating at this time, so we'll go ahead and up his wages to 10,000, the same as we did with Ralt, and hopefully he signs for that. We'll keep the crucial first team player role, and it looks like Tolba has accepted this offer, so it's good to have him aboard, and he'll definitely start for this team. And as I expected, Adam Strength went ahead and accepted our offer of $10,000 in wages. We just had enough to get these two center backs, so that's really good that we were able to sign both of them. But as of now, I don't think we have enough to sign any more players, so we'll call it quits for this transfer window unless some other opportunities somehow arrive. From the looks of it, we'll be able to have Buckley available for our league debut as he's recovered from his injury. After every month, I'll give you guys a quick look through our squad report so you guys can see exactly how we're progressing as a team. And so far, there's been pretty good progression. A lot of players have gone up by 1, and I believe we have one player that went up by 2, and that's our center back. But that's mainly as a result from training. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here, guys. And my question of the day is, how do you guys like this career series idea? Please let me know if the come up is a good idea. Please give me advice, criticism, and all that. I have high hopes for this as I want this to be my core series. Going into FIFA 17, I think this is an idea that I can continue into there and have a series that maybe even lasts the whole year. I mean, starting from this low, who knows how long it will take me to get to a Champions League caliber team. And that's really what excites me. I mean, I really don't know what the end result will be, and I think that should be exciting for you guys as well. But please like, comment, subscribe. I know I'm new to YouTube as well. I'm very dedicated to it. See my earlier videos if you don't believe it. I've posted about every day so far, and I hope to continue that trend. But guys, thank you guys so much for watching this. It means the world to me. But for now, take it easy.